hopefully every now and then my wife thinks I might be a perfect angel, but those are rare. What motivates me today is my family, and that sounds like a canned response, but until you have one, I don't think most people realize the impact it makes on you, because my motivation 12 years ago was significantly different than like I would say that there's so many things that have taken where I would now list as priority 15, 16, 17 that used to be priority 1, 2, and 3. Don't just make money and be successful. But I didn't look at success as being a good father, trying to be the best husband I can be, and worrying about them first, because it was only me I had to worry about. So for me back then, it was go work your butt off and make a bunch of money and be successful. I equated success to money, and I still do. But in my life, I don't look at that's number one. For me to say I'm successful, it always starts with, did I do the best I can do today for my family? And you know, we all have our bad days. Some days I would grade myself a C or a D. And hopefully most of the days I give myself an A- or a B+. And hopefully every now and then my wife thinks I might be a perfect angel, but those are rare. It's just different. What motivates me is to knowing that I have gotten up for work every day of my life for decades. And in terms of my professional career, I have woken up for work every single day since my internship started at Pulte in 2002. That's 23 years. The increments of time are always different. When you look back where I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, there's so much that can happen in those increments. I still wake up every day and go to work. And some days are harder than others, especially as I get older, and now with having a family, it's some days you're like fired up to go in, and some days you're like, got to go in. But what I tell myself, and those are rare, it's not like that's 2-3 days a week. I'm talking like every now and then, once a month, twice a month, you're like, gosh, got to go in the office today, tackle stuff. It's not like it used to be, where before when I'm in the field, it's waking up, trying to get as many people to call me as possible so I can go show them houses or go on listing appointments. It's a whole different workload. It's just different. You still wake up and go to work. But what motivates me on those days when I'm sitting there and like, you know, 6:30, 7 o'clock, gotta go to work today, I remind myself how lucky I am that I get to go to work. I'm so lucky that I have what I have, because what I have, I created. And it's important for me to not only fulfill my commitments to making sure that my family's taken care of, but it's important that the people that step in this office every day have a leader that they know busts their ass every single day. I mean, I work every day. Every day I work. Like Sundays aren't as busy, but every Saturday, every day during the week, and I'm always thinking, I'm always like sitting down and putting things together and thinking of how to put different things in motion and all those things that a business owner does. But there's people that rely on you. It's my responsibility. Until the day I say that I don't want to do this anymore, it's my responsibility to give it the most and best that I can every single day. I owe it to them to be the best that I can be. And we all have down days. We all have days that we could have done better. But I try my very best to give my very best every single day, every day, because that's what people deserve. They deserve a leader that isn't somebody that just says, do this, do this, do this, do this, I'll see you tomorrow, and disappears. I'm in the trenches with them. I try to be a leader that people look at and can respect and say, I know how hard he works. You know, when I go home at night, I spend time with my family and then I work. I'm building something. My workload's different now than it was then, but I'm responsible for a lot of people. And I'm responsible for people not just at our organization, but I'm responsible to partnerships to know that they got the right person they're working with and who's accountable, and somebody that they're proud to call their partner, somebody that they look at and respect and say, he's very smart, he's very fair, and he has the highest morale and character of anybody we work with. I want people to truly know that I'm not just a good person. I think there's a lot of good people, but I also do the right thing. And I'll always do the right thing. Even if I usually put myself second and say, whatever I can do to help you first, I'll come second. That's how I built this whole company. All relationships, and relationships that know that I'm a dependable, reliable, and hold myself to a very high standard. That's very important for me.